Hey viewers, welcome to BL Astrology. Once again, I'm Vanita Lenka. I'm a Vedic astrologer, and today I'm going to be talking about Rahu's ingress in the Bharani Nakshatra, and which is happening from the 12th of July till the 6th of February 2023 next year. So, of course, this is about the true nodes that I'm talking about and not the mean ones. As per the mean nodes, the transit has already taken place, but any event that takes place, you have to give it time. Plus minus 1 month's time, we have to actually give to a particular transit, especially for the outer planets or the bigger planets. So we will be feeling the results, or we have already felt the results. So it depends on your personal charts and how the intensity of Bharani Nakshatra in your horoscope is. So I take the true notes, of course, because true Rahu, true Ketu actually is about getting direct also. They do get direct, and I do consider their aspects, especially at a particular degree that they are in. So we do take those as well. And the 12 sign predictions in the letter segment would be based on your ascendant or the moon sign or your Dasha, where your Dasha Lord is. Check that sign and make that your first house and take the predictions as per that. So it could be that you have your, Dasha of Venus, or you have a Dasha of Saturn. Saturn is placed in your personal chart in Sagittarius sign. So see from Sagittarius where Rahu's transit is happening and how is your Venus also in the chart. So when we are talking about this transit, we must understand what exactly is happening and where this interaction is happening. So it is happening in the Aries sign. Bharani Nakshatra is directly connected with Venus and Mars. And we have Rahu movement in the 4 padas, that is the 4 Navamsa also during this transit. So we will not write it off completely that this transit is bad because it is ruled by Yama, the departed spirits. So it might just be only giving you the results negative because it is a death inflicting. It is supposed to be, the death inflicting ruler, that is Yama. Yama, the god of the departed spirits, he actually is the one which is given the responsibility or duty to inflict death, or just record what exactly is happening in your what karma you have done. That is Saturn, but Yama is the one who takes you after the death. So this is something which is very important to check. And also, when we are talking about this transit, it is going to be, this is about creativity. This Bharani Nakshatra is about fertility. What is your passion? What is your ambition? So that fire energy is going to be very, very predominant during this transit. You might be feeling restless. You might be feeling impatient. That you have to actually be very careful about. And it is also about what is your consciousness, are you getting too arrogant during this transit? Are you getting involved in your too much of unnecessary, growth? You're too involved in the material growth rather than, thinking about what the others are feeling, what the others are going through. It will definitely be leading to arguments and competitive spirit, which is, again, the competitive spirit is, of course, very positive. But how you achieve that goal, that is something which is very, very essential when you're talking about Venus in Rahu. Venus and Rahu forming a connectivity is like, a demon and the guru of the demon. That is why I chose this day, because today is Guru Purnima. And I wish you all a very happy Guru Purnima, because this is the time when you are going to be feeling the results of this transits even more, because, it is about Guru and Shishya. So the Daitya Guru is Venus, is Shukracharya, and Rahu is his disciple. So it is, in a way, very positive also. But in some spheres, it will give you, make you more materialistic, more, sexually charged up also. Now I'm going to be sharing with you the how you have to check this transit. I'll take you through. See, Venus will be transiting. Let me share the screen. Sorry. Let me share the screen and show you what am I talking about. These are live sessions, I must tell you. So please bear with me if there is a lag. So I will take this up later, the nakshatra movement. First, let me tell you how you have to see this transit. Venus will be transiting through the Gemini sign till the August 7th when this transit happens to start with. So this will be impacting you, the ones who are Gemini ascendants, more. This transit will be giving you more results during that time. If you are a Cancer rising or you have a prominent Cancer in your particular horoscope, I'm talking about, then from August 7th to August 31st, you will feel the results even more. If you are a Leo person or you have a Dasha Lord seated in Leo sign, then from August 31st to the September 24th, this transit will impact you even more. Virgo, similarly, you will see this transit giving you more results during the 24th September to the 18th of October. Now, Virgos have to be very careful because Rahu will also be in the Navamsa of Virgo from the 24th of September till the 8th of January next year. Very long transit. That is why the true nodes are very essential, because they are not the mean, that they are not the same. Because in mean, what happens that you're taking the extremes, either the highest one or the lowest one. That is how you do the mean, right? I've already made a video, where I have explained about mean and the true nodes difference also. And also that true nodes, Rahu gets direct also. Rahu Ketu, they do get direct. They pause and they get direct. So that is an erratic motion. So that is why you should always see the true Rahu, true nodes. Then Libra natives, Scorpio natives, Sagittarius natives, and then Capricorn, and lastly Aquarius. These will be feeling the results even more during this transit. Now, what about the Tara Chakra? So if you're born under the nakshatras or the lunar mansions, which are actually, forming a straightaway connectivity with this transit, they will be getting impacted. So if you're born under Mercury's nakshatra, so it is the third nakshatra, for you. The Bharani Nakshatra is the third nakshatra, third Tara. So this is not considered to be that good. You have to make your Janma Tara the first one and then count where is Bharani. So that is how from Mercury, it is the third one, Mercury, then Ketu, and then the third one is Venus, is Nakshatra. So anybody who's born under Ashlesha, Jeshta, and Revati, they will have some problems in traveling. If you're planning any travel plans, if you're making, then you have to be extra careful. Change of residence is likely. Obstacles can come in at the place of work, especially. If you are born under Punarvasu, Vishakha, Purva, Bhadra, then this is a Pratyari Nakshatra. That is the fifth Nakshatra. So that is when you will feel the results. That's why you cannot write off the whole transit as a bad one or a very good one. That's the reason, we divide it into nakshatras and then sub-periods. That is sub-nakshatras, like sub-periods would be Navamansha movements. So in Punarvasu, Vishakha, Purva, Bhadra, which is the Pratyariya Nakshatra, there will be obstacles in whatever efforts you are putting. So you have to do the remedies for Jupiter. To come out of this particular problem, you have to do the remedies of Moon. So donate something, invites, donate something to the priest, or you can wear some, yellow or white clothes often. Okay. Mars, if you're born under Mrigsira, Chitra, or Dhanishta, then this transit is the Vadha transit. So this becomes the Vadha Nakshatra. Vadha is is killing, Vad. So that is something which is going to give you health issues. So you have to be extra careful when if you are born under Mrigsira, Chitra, Dhanishta. So you have to do the remedies to pacify this energy of Rahu. So what you'll do is you will have to donate something in brown in color, barley. You can, do for the leper patients. You can do for the old. You can do for your grandparents. If you get connected with your grandparents and take their blessings, this is going to be a very good transit for you. So if you do the remedies, of course, things are going to get better. But not to 100%, but at least 50% of relief you do get, when you have these kind of transits and they are negative, because all the transits will give you good, bad, ugly, all kinds of results. Okay. Now, Rahu is going to be in Scorpio Navamsa from the 12th of July to the 13th of August. So Scorpio. So see where your Scorpio sign is. So this Rahu is going to impact you there at that particular zone. Suppose you have a Scorpio in your 6th house. For Gemini natives, it's the 6th house. So Scorpio natives will be having some health issues during this time. When? From 12th of July till the 13th of August. Moving on to Libra. So for Libra natives, you have to be extra careful from the 13th of August till the 24th of September. Now, this is the period when you will be, because, if at all you have a Libra in your 4th house, okay? So you will maybe change place, or you will have complications at your home front, or your mother will fall sick. So you have to take care of all that, do the remedies, donate. That's the best thing to do when you have afflictions in the sky. Chanting of mantras will be, once you chant whatever, your horoscope is saying. But when you're doing the donations, you should do the donations related to that particular zone. So 4th house. So you can donate something like food items. You can give something in like milk. Okay. Virgo from 24th September to the 8th of January next year. So this is the time when Venus will also be in Virgo. So this, you have to be a little extra careful during this time. Now see where your Virgo sign is, even if you're a Virgo ascendant, so you will feel the results even more. So maybe, you're related to your personality, related to your wealth, you will feel the difference and you will get the impact also as for that. So you have to be extra cautious related to your health, especially. Okay. And also, I will just tell you, maybe, you will be more involved in social life. So that can also happen if you have Virgo rising. Any rising sign, when Rahu is transiting there, you become very social, you become very practical, you do become very money-minded, material, your inclinations are towards materialistic approach. Then your Leo Navamsa would be from 8th of January till the February 6th. So make a note of these, because the movement of Navamsa are actually very, very important, because then your, as per the Navamsa, Mars, Scorpio's ruler is Mars. See the condition of Mars in your horoscope also. See the condition of Scorpio. Libra, Venus. So double the Venus impact. Then Virgo, Mercury, as well as Mars. So Mars and Mercury are not friends and are not compatible. So you have to be very careful in your communication also. Leo, Sun. So Sun, so it is like, Aries sign ruler is Mars, Rahu, and then Navamsa ruler is Sun. So this is how, and Venus is the Bharani Nakshatra's ruler. So then you will get the combined results you will get. So it is not about just one thing. You have to see all the areas where your signs are, and then you will get the results. Now, this is something which is for the ones who are into astrology. So you should understand and know how you have to check the transits. Don't just jump into the conclusion that, oh my God, I have a Mercury, nakshatra. I'm born under Ashadesha nakshatra. I'm gone. I'm doomed. No. Maybe your lagna is strong. Maybe your lagna is ruled by Kritika nakshatra. Then this transit becomes very good, right? Because it is the 9th one. So this becomes very positive then. So you have to, just based on one particular thing, we cannot decide about the transits. Okay. But yes, this is definitely a transit which will give you inclination towards materialistic approach of life. Love life and relationships do suffer. Remember, there will be some abrupt endings also, or you will get clarity as to what exactly is coming your way. And it will need great amount of sacrifice from both the parties, like both the sides. And this is also not that favorable time for the economic growth, because in Bharani Nakshatra, being the ruler of the 2nd and the 7th, it is getting connected with the Rahu energy. So you will have, you will hear more about the financial economic crisis, food crisis, problems in the glam industry, glam world. There will be something, different, something out of the box, some major important news about the industry. You will get to know, you will hear more about the glam world more. There will be news, Rahu scandals. So we might just hear more scandals during this time. Okay, as per the, of course, world and the personal horoscopes of the country, the intensity will vary, and businesses might suffer. So you have to be very cautious about the trade and business in case you are investing. Big time investments are not right now. No, it's not the time. And just lie low when you're making decisions related to your financials. Also, parking funds in a proper place, and maybe you want to start up something. So be careful about all these areas. Depending on your personal chart, of course, I cannot just say that it is going to be overall like this in general, but yes, they can be that you are thinking of expansion, but then it's not happening. So that is something you have to be extra careful about. But yes, this transit is going to be giving you results as per your personal chart. So look at your personal chart, what sign is it, and where your Venus in the horoscope is, what dasha you are in. Suppose you are in a dasha of Rahu, or you're in the dasha of Venus. So you have to be very careful about that. You might become very active, and you might experience a lot of ego clashes with people also during this time, because Venus is the Jiva Karaka, the Sanjeevani. He's the one who can bring the dead to life. He's the one who has the Shukracharya, as we say. So that is the reason, the maleficence attached to this is that ego actually sinks in a lot. So you have to be very careful. Don't be arrogant, and don't get involved in unnecessary kind of arguments, and don't waste time don't waste time on things which are going to be just useless, gossiping and backstabbing and backbiting. Don't do all that during this time, because Rahu will push you to do all that. Rahu will take you away from the righteousness, but Venus doesn't like that. Venus wants to follow the right path. So you have to be, that guru is actually, trying to tone down the energies of this demon. So the demon is inside us. Everybody has a demon inside you. So we all have to be working on ourselves and let the piousness attached to it supersede. Somebody is asking about remedies of Ashalesha. See, Ashalesha ruler is Mercury. So you should start donating something in reds or greens. You should donate stationery items to the girl child. If you will do that, it will actually help, or your siblings, your younger siblings, if you can do for them. So this will be a very good remedy for the Ashalesha or Revati or Jeshta Nakshatra bonds. So you have to decide the remedies as per their significations, right? So suppose you have a Jupiter Nakshatra, you're born under Punarvasu, so you will have to donate something to the priest, perform some religious prayers, maybe perform a yagya at home. So do all that. It will really help you. And please, my team is prompting me to subscribe my channel. Do hit the like button, and do share my video if at all you like it towards the end. Now let me share with you how this transit is going to be for all the 12 ascendants. So stay tuned. And if at all you are seeking advice on your personal level, how this transit is going to be, do not forget to send us an email at vlastrology24@gmail.com. You can book a consultation for yourself, and you will get to know about the process. My team will guide you through how you have to go about it. And then we will discuss one-on-one, because I like to interact, and I don't like to write and send, because I will not know you otherwise, So it's better that you can ask me a number of questions during the session. So just book a reading and talk to me one-on-one, and it'll be a live Zoom session. Okay, all my sessions are on the Zoom or WhatsApp, if at all you don't have Zoom. Okay, so enough of talking. Let's move on to enough of talking about the general stuff. Now let's move on to the specifics. Okay, so let me start with the Aries rising first. Okay. So all right, for Aries natives, how you have to check this transit, your Rahu is in your first house and it is forming a connectivity with the second lord and the seventh lord. So this is the time when you will be having lot of inclination towards your work, your culture, your family values. And if not, you should be. Follow the right path to make money. Do not get carried away in relationship. You can have problems in your with your enemies. You can have some problems related to your opposite gender, social circle, cooperative endeavors you are going to be taking might just suffer. So you have to be extra cautious when Venus is transiting through Scorpio on the 11th of November till the 5th of December. Now, this is the time when you have to be extra cautious about your health. Also, good times would be 22nd January to 15th of February. Venus, this Rahu is also going to be in the nakshatra of Scorpio, Libra, Virgo, and Leo, which out of which, you have to be cautious about the Virgo Navamsa transit, that is from the 24th of September to the 8th of January. It is about, you have to be very careful. You have to follow a strict routine, because you will be inclined to doing things, lazily. You will procrastinate. You will not be organized. So all that you have to be working on if you really want this transit to be in your favor. Also, it's said that when you have to initiate any kind of romance, any kind of new affair, or any kind of new, even if business you want to start, you want to invest somewhere, so you can do it on from the 8th of January to the 5th of February, 6th of February next year. So that will be positive time for you. And of course, it is very positive from the 22nd of January onwards. So that is the time when you can be going in for relationship, investments, and new friendships also, which is definitely very positive. Mars is going to go retrograde. I'll share my insights on that later, because Rahu is in Mars's sign after all. So we have to see the condition of Mars also. So the maybe a little bit of variation will be there when Mars is in Taurus sign in retrogression. So we'll do that as well. Also, you have to be very you can incline yourself for any kind of artistic benefit. That's a remedy I'm giving you. If you have any kind of inclination towards painting, dance, drama, music, or sculpting or anything, you should be going in for that. Enhance those energies, because this will be a remedy for you, and you will get a lot of comfort also out of this, the kind of problems this transit can bring about. But definitely, you are going to be having a lot of sensual and physical attractions, and you will get involved in it also. You have a lot of inclination towards comforts and luxury and expenditures on those items, or maybe your looks also. You might be focusing more on the material world, the worldly things. So this is a time when you should, not worry about your financials much to start with, but be careful for about the transit that are dates I've given you, 11th November to the 5th of December, health as well as financials. Okay. So rest of the transits, I think it's beautiful because Venus is the ruler of your second house as it is. Okay. Coming to the next sign, that is Taurus. Live session. So, so just pardon me if you hear some noises here. Let me just write it up here, Taurus. All right, for Taurus natives, this transit of Rahu is in your 12th house, and Rahu is also going to be transiting through the nakshatra ruler being Venus, your second and the sixth lord. So this is the time when you will be having too much inclination towards some secret methods. You are going to be thinking about how you can acquire wealth or maybe, you're involved in some relationship, which is a secret relationship. It can turn into scandals also. So you have to be extra cautious about that. You're more worried about your charm, about your attractiveness. So focus on that. Maybe, you're not able to devote time on your looks, on how your personality is. So all that you have to be working through during this transit. And you are going to be socializing less. You will feel like secluding and isolating yourself during this time. And also, you will have very, different kind of hobbies, or we can say inclinations during this time. If you're isolating yourself, you might just be more involved in some occult or some artistic bent of mind, which is, towards very rare. You are going to involve in some secret relationships, some secret endeavors of yours. Maybe, you're working on a project which requires isolation. So that is something which you will be doing, or you're having some interest in some person, who is, very unconventional kinds, or very different kinds, different than you. Or you can be very self-indulgent also. So make sure that you look after yourself and take care of these things. And also, you will be very much inclined to complete everything in a very meticulous manner. You are going to be having that excellent, that flair that you have, that inherent flair that you have of getting into the details. So that is something which you're going to enhance, and you're working on that as well. Your relationship with your people around you, the female counterparts might, might get better, harmonious. And also, you're going to be working on your hygiene, on your dressing, on your looks. Maybe you'll be going in for you'll be spending on your looks a lot, or you'll be buying something related to the Venetian things, maybe, jewelry, or, cosmetic surgery, or hairdo, change of look, buying some clothes, some really, glamorous look you're going to be getting into. And what dates I'm giving you, you have to be careful about this transit, 5th of December to the 29th of December. Now, this can lead to some health issues. So take care of your health. And also, during the 13th of August to September 24th also, you have to take extra precaution when you are traveling, or when you are having any kind of plans to, start something new. So maybe with your coworkers, you can be, having some problems, some contradictions, some viewpoint is not matching up. So you are having some contradictions there as well. So make sure that you take care of all these energies, and definitely things will get better. And also, Mars will be, of course, Mars will be transiting through your first house and will get retrograde. So I'll make a separate video of the same. So the remedy that I can prescribe you is that, when especially, you are having this transit of 5th of December to the 29th of December, you must take care of your health and donate at that time something in whites. If you can donate something in whites at that time, or yellow, as a matter of fact, something in yellow will also help you. So donate anything in yellow, yellow clothes, yellow lentils, whatever, you feel that you can donate, you should be going ahead with that. All right. Coming to the next sign, that is Gemini. For Gemini natives, this transit of Rahu is happening over your 11th house. And Rahu is going to be transiting through the Venus's nakshatra, that is from, the ruler of your your 12th house and your 5th house. So here you have to be extra careful about the friendships, the new circle that your group that you're moving around. You're going to be enhancing those. You're going to be inclined, but they might be the reason for your expenditures. They might be the reason for your, your cultural values that you're leaving, and you're, switching from the right path. So you have to pick and choose, because, there can be the ulterior motives behind these kind of people, who are coming into your life, and they might just be the negatives. Their advice might, backfire. So maybe, related to your investments, related to your communication with others. Maybe, they want you to split from the right people, and, they pull you away from those kinds of energies. So you have to be extra careful about that as well. You are going to be getting, you should be getting, the remedy would be that you should be getting more spiritually inclined. And in case you are having complications in your relationship with your partner or anybody who is very close to you, so you might be having a lot of intensity, physical intensity during this time, because Venus is the ruler of your 12th house as well. And you might be too much involved in the relationships with the people who are very different than you are. So you have to be very careful about your prestige, about your relationships, how you can be involved with good people around you. You have to surround yourself with those kind of people. And this is very good time for, if you want to produce children, if you want to conceive. So this would be the time. Any kind of creative bent of mind, if you want to pursue any kind of hobbies, you should be doing it. Your creativity is at the peak, and the sensual pleasures also you're going to be having, you're going to be enjoying a lot, and you're going to be having those kinds of excessive inclinations as well. You can be overindulgent, and you are very, very generous also in understanding people during this transit. I would say that you are actually maybe, because of that, your compassion, people are going to take undue advantage of you. So do not get carried away. Just try and see what exactly is bothering you, from within. Maybe, people are just taking you for a ride. People are taking you for granted. So don't let that happen. With this Rahu energy, it can happen. So also, I'm giving you a few days that you have to be careful. 29 December to the 22nd January, take care of your health. All right. And also, Libra, Scorpio. Okay. 12th of July to the 13th of August. That is something which is like in the beginning period, I'm talking about. So this is the time when you can have some, problems in your organizing things. You're lazy or laid back, you don't feel like doing things. From 12th of July till the 13th of August, just lie low, I would say. Just don't take up bigger projects, or if at all you have, then you have to organize yourself. You have to push yourself to do, because you are actually, in your comfort zone right now. You're just going out of that rigorous working. So you have to put effort to extra effort, in fact, to complete those projects which are lying pending. So do not get carried away by this Rahu energy. So the best remedy for you is that start teaching. If at all you are feeling that, you're not, teach others, educate others. Don't be overindulgent in charities also. Don't let others take you for a ride. Be cautious, be more alert. So that is the reason I'm giving you all these, simultaneously, the readings. So you have to do these remedies, do some yogic practices, maybe some yoga or some exercises, so that you are a little better, especially in the beginning of the month, okay, of this transit. All right. Coming to the next sign, that is Cancer. We all have the power to change the transit positions and, the free will. So you try to do the remedies, they do help. So for Cancer natives, this transit is happening in your 10th house of Rahu. And Rahu is going to be in the nakshatra of Venus, and which is the ruler of your 11th house and your 4th house. So for Cancer natives, it is the time to actually get all kinds of credits for what you have been doing in the past. Now is the time when you will be actually appreciated. So enjoy it. The seniors, the professionals, they are going to appreciate your work. You are going to grow in politics, if at all you are in politics or in business. Politics also means that you will be involved in gossiping more, at the place of work. Avoid that. That's a remedy that I'm giving you, because if there are good points, there are bad points attached to a particular transit. So you might get involved in some politics yourself. So be careful, because people might criticize you behind your back, or take the opportunity So you have to be extra careful about that. But this is a very positive time. If you want to read the results, do it. If at all you want to involve yourself in the major new projects, so you can be doing that as well. I have mentioned about the nakshatra transit. Please go back and hear the summary part. I'll be doing the timestamps in the description box as well. So you will get to know what exactly is the what's happening around you. You will know if at all you're feeling there are so many obstacles, hurdles, not able to do things. So you have to be extra careful about, because in this Cancer sign, you have Punarvasu Nakshatra also. So if you are Punarvasu Nakshatra, so this transit in the beginning will not give you good results to start with, but gradually it will start improving when it comes into Pushya Nakshatra. It will give you better results. So you have to be prepared for all the negative environment that you'll be surrounded in the beginning at the place of work, but definitely your work will be appreciated at the end of the day. But if you follow the right path, don't get involved in unnecessary politics in the office, at the workplace. You will get involved in it, and then it will be a problem for you. There can be that you are going to be changing your place. You're living in at a place and you want to change the place of a board, and it will be giving you some harmonious relationship with your parents. Maybe you'll be meeting your parents. You'll be beautifying your place during this Rahu and Venus's transit, Venus's nakshatra. But I will be giving you the dates when you have to avoid doing all this, shifting out of the place or, all that. So there are some periods you should avoid. And also it's a time to rediscover the things that you are, the luxurious lifestyle, or as a matter of fact, you yourself, your childhood days, how you were, the simplicity, and just touch base, be more humble during this time. And it will definitely, how you become humble, when you go back and see your past, what you were, from where you started. So that's the thing that you will actually be doing during this transit. Okay, walk in a garden, go to the parks, connect with nature more. So this will be definitely giving you positive energy. Look at the moon, the full moon. When the moon is full, that's a very good remedy for you. New moon time, new moon and full moon times, you will feel a lot of negative energies, so you have to be donating something. And why it's at that time, I always repeat that. I always say donate donations, but don't do it in a moderation. Don't go overboard, don't get carried away. Now I'm giving you a few dates that you have to be extra careful about your health also, and about the relationship also. So the last end of this transit, that is from the 22nd January 2023 onwards till the 6th of Feb, you have to be careful about your health. Okay, take care of your speech. Maybe you will have complications because of what you utter. Take care of your financials also. Maybe because of your stress levels, you lose money, or you lose your health. So take care of that as well. To start with, till 7th of August. Now, this is the time from now onwards, like when this transit begins, 12th of August, 12th of July to the 7th of August. Take care of your expenditures. Keep a check. You might be going overboard and spending a lot of money on things which you really don't need. Don't be a hoarder. Don't spend on things which you don't need. Just discard. Please do not at any cost go in for unnecessarily expenditures during this time. Okay, if at all you're thinking of moving away from the place, planning to shift out to the overseas place, any foreign land, you can do that also during this whole transit, especially the first part till the 7th of August. This is the time when you should be actually thinking of planning everything. Also 13th of August till the 24th of September is also a good time. If at all you want to shift out, you want to leave the place, so that is the time when you can be doing that as well. Then Scorpio, Sagittarius, 5th December to the 29th December this year. Take care of your health, follow routine, Do not get carried away in because of your procrastination or being lazy. So you might just lose out on the good parts. So you will have to be very cautious, be alert during this time even more. Don't fall prey to the laziness part, especially. Hit the gym, do some yoga, but be more active, okay? And do not conspire against anybody at the place of work, especially during this time, because then you will get entrapped in some politics, and it'll be a problematic phase. All right. So do as I said, in the beginning, here for Cancer, just do all that. Don't get involved in the politics, the dirty politics. Okay. Coming to the next sign, that is Leo. Oops, 1 second. For Leo natives, this transit of Rahu is happening in your 9th house. And see, this is the time when you will actually relate to the current trends and cultural activities, to educational and philosophical norms. There will be too much of travels, and you will be actually interested in some, learning a language, some foreign travels, foreign explorations. You will be spending on foreign travels also during this time. But you must understand that Venus is the one who is actually predominant here, with Rahu in Venus's nakshatra being the ruler of your 3rd and the 10th house. So this is the time when you will be getting inclined towards the artistic bent of mind. You want to deal with people in a very polished manner, in a diplomatic manner, and you will be having inclinations towards your siblings. Getting connected with your siblings is also quite likely. But at the same time, you must understand, in the 3rd house, because being the ruler of the 3rd, this Ketu energy is also there. So the more you get spiritually involved, and there's piousness, clear-heartedness, when you're talking to people, especially your siblings, neighbors, your classmates, or, XYZ, whatever, people you're surrounded, the immediate circle that you're with, you have to be very, very compassionate towards them. That is the very good remedy for Ketu also, when Ketu is there. So do for others, express yourself. At the same time, do not hurt anybody. Because, being diplomatic, being too much upfront might hurt others. So that aspect you have to take care of. You will be very productive this time. During this Rahu transit into Bharani, you're going to be very productive. I'll be giving you the dates, though, when you have to be careful, when you will not be able to, and then you have to do the remedies. But yes, you are not going to be doing things on superficial level now. You're going to be getting into the depth of it, and you're going to be getting involved in some major events, and that is something which will show that how serious you are towards life. So it's a very transformative kind of an energy. It's not just the 8th house energy which is transformative, but when 3rd house is involved, that is your imagination, creativity. So you can expand your horizons, and through your connections with people, people will also rise. So that is something which will help others. Because of you, they'll be doing well. Okay. And also being the ruler of your 10th house. So not here, the 10th house is involved. That means you'll be helping your, you should be, actually, that's a remedy also. You should help your co-workers, your colleagues, even your seniors. You should try to complete the task that you have in hand, rather than procrastinating. Oh, I'll do this also, I will do that also. So you'll be jack of all, master of none. So you have to finish one by one everything, and then move on. That's how you will grow. Your reputation is going to enhance because of that, because you're going to be actually following that path which is leading to the organized you. So don't get involved in any kind of politics. Do not listen to people and get involved in any kind of trap. So it's a trap. So be careful about all those energies as well. Now I'm giving you a few dates. And in case, you are thinking of getting involved in a relationship or any kind of new person entering your life, your business, all that is also going to get triggered up. Now, I'm giving you the dates when you have to be a little extra careful about things, okay? So from the 29 December to the 22nd January next year, this is the time when you can be a little lazy or you can take wrong decisions. You might just procrastinate or just defer something which is very important, or there's some goof up which can happen at the place of work with the co-workers or with the seniors. So you are prepared now. So the best is that don't fall prey if you're if you're lazy, you're not working out and you're not looking after yourself. So this might just give you some tremendous losses. It is like directly proportional to your losses. Your laziness or your procrastinating nature might give you troubles at the place of work. So this is the time when you have to be extra careful about. And also, this will depend on your personal chart. Also, I must tell you, you will not feel the result equally, because there are people who are having some intensity will vary as per your Venus, as per your natal Rahu and your natal Mars also. Okay. Now, also, you have to take care during the, I would say, 24th September to the 8th of January. In this time period, take care of your wealth, how you are going to be giving, parking your funds well, your investments. Just be careful about that. Just a word of caution. So just see to it that you do not get carried away during this time. Okay. I think 7th of August to 31st August, you'll be traveling, or maybe, there is some a visa issue that you can have. So maybe, you will meet somebody while traveling also, some expenditures, or maybe somebody is in the hospital, you're going to be seeing somebody as well. Okay. I'll take up the questions, don't worry, towards the end, if at all I miss out on. But I'm trying to add everything. If you keep writing, it will be good for me to, just add something which is missing. So in relationship, of course, as I said, you might meet somebody, some potential partner, and you might get married also if you're single. Okay. Coming to the next sign, that is Virgo. So Virgo natives are asking some questions because it's a live session. So I'll just take it up. Virgo foreign travels. Okay. See, you must see the condition of Mercury when you're talking about visa and all. And these are all very, specific questions. Foreign education and all that. See your 9th house, see your 3rd house condition. How it is, and if you have some connection with the 11th and the 12th lord, then you can go for abroad. And if you have 2nd and 6th lord in exchange, or 2nd lord and the 6th lord in the second, so that is also one of the reasons where you can leave the country and go. So see what is actually I will take it up, don't worry. Virgo ascendant foreign travel, but don't write so much. It's just spamming, so stop it, just stop it. I'll take it up. So coming to Virgo sign. Okay. Now for Virgo natives, there is a possibility of health issues because it's the 8th house. Let's be practical. Now, 8th house transit of Rahu is not considered to be that great. It gives you gains in the corporate ventures, undoubtedly. There can be disputes in your legacies, inheritances, or, there can be that you are going to be having some involvement in the occult sciences. If you're an astrologer yourself, tarot reader, or anything, related to this science. So you will be maybe getting more involved and deeply, you'll be getting into the subject. Also, there can be that, you see, investments, you have to be very careful when you're dealing with people. You have to be extra cautious about it. So this is something which, you might just get involved deeply into that particular zone. See, you have been doing, SIPs or mutual funds or, shares. You have been doing it, you're going overboard at times. So right now you have to stop it here. You don't have to just go overboard. If you have to do it in a very minimalistic manner. Don't get carried away with Rahu in energy in the 8th house. Health, you have to be a little extra careful about. Also, you have You see, you have to be careful about a couple of things I'm telling you. See, second house is Ketu energy also, and Venus is the ruler of your second house. So this will give you a lot of inclination towards art, drama, music, showbiz. So Ketu doesn't want you to get involved in financials more, family more. So you will get detached from everybody. You will suddenly start feeling that I don't want to be in a relationship. I just don't want to get involved with anybody. You want to give up. You've given up. I've seen so many people, the potential partner. Now I give up. I don't want anybody to be in my life. I can go solo. You might just be feeling this. Intensity will vary, of course, from person to person. But yes, this is a general view. I have seen people coming up to me and saying that, since Ketu has transited to the second house, because it's the 8th from the 7th, remember. So you suddenly change, your perspective towards life will change. And this is something which will give you too much of inclination towards the occult sciences, spirituality. You should be, going in for donations now. This is the time when you should be doing for others. This is a sign where Venus debilitates, remember. And it is also forming a connectivity with the 8th house. Rahu in the 8th house to top it all in Venus's sign, Venus's nakshatra in enemy sign. So everything put together, the desired fulfillment is not evident. It is not visible. So how you can do that? You have to change your perspective towards life. Maybe, what you're desiring is not meant for you. So change your perspective. And this is the time when you will get all kinds of supports from your family, from your family members. They will be supportive of you. If at all you are going to be starting some new relationship, new partnerships, new, sexual relationships. So all that you will actually now be having complications. In all those spheres, you will be having problems. So the best is that you have to take care of your emotions right now. It is the 8th house transit from the 7th house. So health issues to the partner's wealth might be, like the partner is using wrong means to make money. That can aggravate. So you have to, because Venus is also the ruler of your 9th house, not to forget that. So this will give you inclination towards being a religious you. You will get attracted to the foreign lands, foreign cultures, how efficient you are, how much energy you have to work towards that. You have to acquire more knowledge now. This is the time, because it is the 8th house after all. So get deeper into your subjects. Do not do it superficially. Get more involved in your enhancement of yourself, enhancement of your skills. All right. And definitely being somebody in the Mars Dasha, somebody is saying that I'm in Mars Dasha and I want to travel and settle abroad. So you see, for foreign education, you must see your chart. Is the 5th house and the 9th house strong? Now here, till the time Venus is transiting through your Taurus sign, things are looking good. But the moment Mars transits here and gets retrograde, it's like a slip between the cup and the lip. So foreign settlement is not that easy, because with the Ketu transiting your 2nd house, and there is no affliction on the 4th house, you cannot go overseas, especially for overseas and settlement. You have to have a strong 9th and the 9th house, that is for travels. You have to have affliction on the 4th house. So there are so many parameters that you have to see. So that's what, that is something very, very personal. Somebody was asking, so I had to respond. Sorry about that. But yes, for you, this is the time to take a trip, take an adventurous trip. If at all you are having some kind of, inclinations towards completing the task, starting new businesses, starting new work. So you can be doing that. I'll be giving you the days that you have to be careful about, especially on, during the 31st August to the 24th September. Now, this is the time when you can have either health issues, you'll be visiting a hospital or meeting somebody who's already in the hospital, or you can have some kind of complications related to your money matters. So make sure that you do not get carried away in your investments and do not at any cost spend on things that you don't want. Okay, that is something that you have to avoid. Be more spiritually inclined, be more sporty. You have to spend more time on your sports activities. Okay, that will be helpful. And also the dates would be 18th October to the 11th of November. Now, this is the time when you will be very detached with everybody, the world around you, even your parents, your own family members, you don't want to be involved in any kind of relationship. You want to just be, you want to just isolate yourself, or it can lead to your partner's health issues during this time, 18th October to the 11th of November. 13th August to September 24th is also a little precarious for your financials and your partner's health. You have to take care of your speech. You can get very rough at speech also. So take care during the 13th of from 13th of August till the 24th of September and 18th October till the 11th of November. So mind your speech at that time. Okay. Coming to the next sign, that is Libra. So for Libra natives, this transit of Rahu in Bharani Nakshatra is happening over your 7th house. And this will give you a lot of inclination towards relationship. Of course, you will know who's who. You will realize who's your enemy, who's your friend. Being in the 7th house, you will become very, very demanding from your partner in the nakshatra ruled by Venus. Of course, this will bring about a lot of disputes in your inheritances also. It can give you problems because of your partners also, maybe, some unconventional kind of relationship you will get involved in. So that is something which is because of this. And you do have 8th house Lord getting active also. So 8th house means that you are going to be having a lot of social interactions now. Any kind of social interactions means the physical part I'm talking about. You will get involved or overindulgent in physical relationship. You can get entrapped in some scandal also. So make sure that you are not if at all there are some secrets, so you have to be extra careful about that as well. There's a possibility that you become very artistic, social, romantic, or you get connected with the deeper subjects, what is life after death? You will be thinking those questions might just come up. So you will be getting those answers maybe, during this Rahu and Venus connectivity. Okay, and you see, this is a sign ruled by Mars. So the aggression is there towards that side, that you want to explore more now, rigorously. Now is not that non-serious approach towards those zones. So you're going to be getting very, very rigorous and very aggressive towards attaining those, that knowledge, that what is behind the curtains, So you become very inquisitive also during this time, but inquisitiveness might lead to some kind of relationship, indulgent in relationship also. And being the Lagnesh, ruler of the Lagnesh also, this is the time when you should be actually getting more involved in spiritual activities. You should actually work on the growth, the internal growth during this transit. You're being very socializing, you're being very very much involved in romance, but at the same time, that is going to be in a very different manner now. You're going to be meeting some partner who's not from your background, somebody who's very, very, different than you are. So you have to be more spiritually inclined to get a right kind of partner, because, Ketu and Rahu axis is active. So you are definitely going to be more involved in those kinds of involved with those kind of people who are really different than your culture. And your main objective is should be to make peace with everyone. This is the time when you should not get involved in any kind of arguments or any kind of, any kind of mudslinging or speaking against anybody. You should avoid all that and avoid getting involved in any kind of politics at the place of work also. Okay, but you are going to be very much involved in in your personal growth for sure during this time. So you will grow, and I will give you the days that you have to be careful about your investments and take care of your health also during these dates. So the first would be Virgo. So 24 September to the 8th of January, you have to be keeping a check on your investments, on your expenditures, on your travels. Okay, and this can lead to bed pleasures and secret relationships also. So it can lead to some health issues related to those zones, lower abdominal region. So you have to take care of all those energies. You have to be keeping your health checks done, under check, so that, you don't get into any kind of issues related to that zone particularly. Okay, and also take care during the 3rd, 7th, Scorpio. Yeah, 11th November to the 5th of December. This is also the time when you have to be careful about your financials, about your relationship, and you will actually be very careful about your speech. You might just get too rough at speech, or maybe, because of your surrounding or the environment you are, in, you might just get carried away. And there is a possibility of leaving your place and moving away from your own people. Make a note of these dates so that, when in the feedback, I want to know whether this matched up or not. But you definitely are going to be thinking more about your family. You're going to be thinking about your people, or maybe, you're away from them. So that's why you're missing them. So it could be either which ways, or if you're with them, then you might be just not, paying more attention to them. Okay. So I think you should just make a note of these dates. And 29 December to 22nd January 2023, this is the time of moving from the place where you are, shifting out. And this is the time when you will be actually modifying your place of abode. Maybe you'll be decorating it, or you'll be inviting guests at home. Okay, often. Okay, coming to the next sign, that is Scorpio. Somebody was saying that make short videos. Now you tell me, if I give the dates also, if I do it live, it can never be that short. That's the only problem with me, that I keep talking and talking and then it expands. Okay. So for Scorpio natives, this transit of Rahu is in the 6th house, number one. Secondly, it is in the nakshatra ruled by Venus, Lord of the 12th and the 7th. So let's see what is Rahu in the 6th house going to do to you. Now here, you are going to be more concerned about your health to start with. You're going to be thinking about the health is the priority. Second is the job that you're in. You're thinking about promotion. You're thinking about growth, how you can just, do more extra hard work to attain the kind of level you want to achieve. So that is the focus. And now you have to adopt modern techniques. Now you change your perspective. Whatever you're doing, your performance is getting impacted directly. So you have to maybe, change now. You cannot just depend on the conventional way or the technique that you're using. So you have to put in some, mind and some effort to change it. Now, okay, now you suppose you're selling a product, but you're not able to, earlier times we never used to have cell phones, right? So we used to call from the landline and we used to connect. Things have changed now. So if you will bring a landline phone home, it will be something very odd. So you have to think out of the box now, how you can change your perspective, how you can, your outlook has to change to attain that kind of success in that particular zone where you are not able to till now. So something which is very different, than the league. So think about it. So that is what Rahu in the 6th house does. At the same time, it actually will give you some health issues. So you have to keep a close check on your routine checkups and all that, keep them under scanner. And also Rahu in the 6th house gives bigger enemies, bigger opportunities, and bigger goals. So set them and try to achieve them. Just don't let go of all that. And also Venus, being the ruler of your 7th house, will be giving you inclinations, being in the Lord, of the 7th, this Rahu energy is going to be. So you will be actually proactive now. You want to be more social. You want to socialize with people. You want to meet somebody. You want to propose to that person you're dating. All that will start now. Or maybe you will be seeing somebody during this time. And in case you are having any kind of problems in relationship, in the current relationship, they will also get sorted. Either which ways it can happen, because it is also the ruler of the 7th. So you might just separate from the partner and move away, travels, or, in litigation also, the 6th house is seen. So it might give you separation also because of this Rahu and Bharani Nakshatra, because you have different kind of sets of demands. Now, this can aggravate all those demands, and you might just become too much demanding, and it can lead to separation with your partner also. Good time to start a business, undoubtedly. And also don't take your relationship for granted. That is why you can be in trouble as well. You have to understand. Now, being the ruler of your 12th, you have to understand the spiritual you, how you can enhance it, how you can meditate, how you can grow, how you can be, utilizing the opportunities, that you have. So for that, you have to introspect. You have to spend more time, the lone time, to understand what exactly do you want. And you might just have too much of expenditures also, on your health during this transit. So I'll give you the dates when you have to be cautious. It's not that the whole transit is going to be giving you bad results, but yes, you will be more inclined towards the behind the scenes kind of work. Maybe you have the, like you are into production. If you're in the film industry, you're in the production, or you're a technician, behind, you're the camera person. So you're behind the scenes. So all that, jobs which involve anything behind the scenes and not in the limelight. So this is the time when you will be more involved into it. Or if you are into, medical stream, so you are in the hospital. So that is also like behind the scenes, and you will be involved in some educational institution also during this time. That's a remedy that I'm giving you. You should adopt a child and teach, adopt a child online and then start teaching, take the expenditures, that is something which will help you. These are the practical remedies, and they are doable also. So do such remedies which actually help you grow as a person also. So you might have some, social interactions with the people who are actually of your type. You don't want to be that loud, and you don't want to convey everything to everyone. So you are a very, as it is a, introvert yourself, this sign. So you have social inhibitions. I know that you have, Scorpios have. So you will be more involved in these kind of relationship, which are also not in the limelight. Maybe some secret relationships, or somebody who is, behind the scenes again. All right. So the remedy is that you should get involved more towards doing for others, and adopt a child and teach. That's a very good remedy. And connect yourself with some medical medicines, or medical related, with the hospitals or the institutions which deal in the medical stream, especially for the old people. All right. Coming to the next sign, that is Sagittarius. Okay. For Sagittarius natives, this Rahu is going to be in Bharani Nakshatra in the 5th house. Now, you see, 5th house is the house of what? Children, love, romance, creativity. So you are going to be having a lot of inclination towards romance, harmony. It's double now. It's doubled. As it is, Mars is also there, no? So, I forgot to give the dates for Scorpio natives. Okay, never mind. I'll mention in the description box. I'm so sorry. So for you, this Rahu energy in the 5th house is going to be giving you some inclination towards sports activity, some hobbies that you will be taking up, or you will be getting involved with children. You want to do for children, or you want to get involved in some creativities, some creative energies like cinema, dance, drama, all that you will be having some kind of interest, literature, or you will be having some undesired sexual urges, okay? Or you can go overboard in that. This is a time when you can get involved with somebody also, but it can lead to scandals. So you have to be extra cautious, about all those energies as well. And also, being the ruler of your 6th house. This Venus is also your 6th and the 11th ruler. So this will give you inclination towards investments more. You want to meet more people. You want to socialize. Ketu is there. So this Ketu will bring sudden breakups, sudden, relationships will come to an end suddenly. Suddenly a relationship starts, suddenly it breaks. That can also happen. And also this is going to give you some inclination towards people who are actually, of your type. You will find somebody who is very spiritually inclined, who's very, different than the league. You will get involved with those kinds of people, unconventional kind of people, you will meet. So this will also involve you in some scandals. So you have to be careful. You have to propitiate you can chant Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om. Chant. This is going to really help you. And in case you're involved with some organization which is, helping the children, so that will also be really helpful if at all you get involved with that. Also, being the ruler of your 6th house. Now, this is the time when you have to be very, very careful about your mental setup, because you can procrastinate, you can become very lazy during this time, you can be more inclined towards attaining success. You will be having a lot of financial favors from people now. And this is also going to give you a lot of hardships, a lot of hard work. If at all you don't, then your goals will not be achieved. Your targets that you've set, you have bigger targets, bigger goals, bigger work profile. So that will actually suffer during this Rahu and Bharani Nakshatra transit. So you have to be very, very alert on these zones. Don't procrastinate. Don't go lazy. Don't have a laid back attitude. That will bring about a lot of troubles, and that is directly going to impact your health. So you have to be very particular about your health, your meals, have timely meals, sleep on time during this period, and also, form a connectivity with the co-workers, make it very strong. Don't get involved in any kind of gossips. Otherwise, they might just backstab you. So your bosses might be supportive of you. You might take some financial favors, or you will get involved in some litigation that will get cleared up also, if at all you are going to, if you are thinking of, getting involved in something like that. I'm giving you a few dates, Scorpio. I just forgot. It's just slipped out of my mind. I'll just write it in the description box. So for Sagittarius natives, you have to be extra careful from the 7th of August till the 31st of August. During this Rahu and Bharani transit, this can give you health issues, problems in your financials also. Maybe your investments might just backfire. So just be careful about that. They might just fluctuate also. 11th November, no, 18th October to the 5th of December. 18th October to the 5th of December, you might have sudden breakups, losses, or you will just have big expenditures. So make sure that you have enough funds with you, you have savings, and maybe you are going to be traveling and you're going to be spending, you're maybe shifting out from the country and you're going to be settling abroad, so you are going to be having a lot of expenditures at that time. Also, 12th of July to the 13th of August, you will feel that you feel quite isolated from the world. You are also thinking about the bigger picture. And this is going to give you a lot of compassion towards people. Also, your imagination will increase, your intuition power will increase during this time, 12th of July to the 13th of August. This is definitely very positive time. But you are actually secluding yourself, isolating yourself from the others. Okay. So what is the best remedy? Just start doing for others. Be more compassionate, be more humble, and you should learn to speak well, because you're having that rough speech right now. You're not those guiding forces are not helping you right now in a way. Maybe they're trying to convey something, you're not receptive. So you have to be very receptive of and compassionate towards people. Don't lose your mind, don't lose your tongue, don't lose your don't be lunatic, I would say. Okay, don't lose that temperament of yours. You are going to be getting into the situations which are not favorable. So you have to work through that. See, it's very easy to say that you work through that, talking big things, sitting in front of the camera. It's very easy. But when it comes to doing it, it's very difficult. I know it. So the best is, when you're getting all these kind of thoughts, you should surrender. There is a source over there. Once you surrender to that source, everything starts happening. I've seen that happening. You have to have that faith and conviction that, okay, whosoever you want to, just take away all the negatives from me. Or you can say, make me a positive person altogether. Change your vocabulary. Say, I want to be positive. Make me a positive person within this time frame. Give the time frame also. That no, I am getting a lot of negativity, in me, but I want to come out of it. So how can I do it? Show me the path. Show me the path. Ask, invite, propitiate the divine forces, and they definitely will fall. They will fall in your feet, I'm telling you. They will come and they will ask you, what do you want? Son, say, what do you want? Okay. But you have to have that surrender. You have to have that faith in him that he's going to do it. Okay. So just try to modify you yourself, only we can help ourselves. Nobody else can, right? So I'm giving you a few dates. As I said, 7th August to the 31st of August. Be careful about your investments. Take care of your health also. And then the next one is, no, I think then rest of the dates are positive, so you can go ahead with it. So just take care of your health and financials during this time, and your mindset. Okay. Because Sagittarius people, I just keep getting the comments that they are suffering. When will the sufferings end? They will end only if you want them to end. We do have that free will, and the free will says that surrender. Just give it to him, all the miseries to him, all the sorrows to him. Tell him that I want only happiness and I deserve it. Just give it to me. But you have to give the time frame. Don't say that I want to be happy. I want to be peaceful. When I want to be peaceful, from within this time frame to this time frame, I want to be peaceful. I want to be at peace. So then extend it. After that period finishes, wow, this worked. And then just go ahead. Put it in the next slab. Okay, from this period to this period, I want this. You will get it. Okay. Coming to the next sign, that is Capricorn. Okay. So for Capricorn natives, this transit of Rahu in Bharani is over your 4th house. Okay. Now, being the ruler, see, Venus is the yoga karagraha for these two signs, Capricorn and as well as the Aquarius sign. So this transit in the Kendras is going to be enhancing you as a person. Now you're going to be receptive of things. You want to understand the environment you are surrounded. You will be getting clarity for sure. And you are going to be actually working towards how you can help others, how you can grow because of what you have learned. That's the gist. The gist of life you're going to be imparting to the society. You're going to be giving it back now. This is the time you will be involved in some social and cultural activities on the home front. That brings about happiness to you, that satisfaction. Okay, I want to buy a house. Then there's a housewarming party. So what happens? You are going to feel better now. You're going to be actually doing well in those spheres of life where, whatever you are doing, you're getting happiness now. That happiness is flowing with this. At the same time, you have to balance between home and, life and work, because there is a lack of concentration at the place of work, which is why you are having complications. So you have to balance things. You're losing interest at the workplace, which is not going to help you grow. So that is something you have to figure out, how you can, get the benefits from the co-workers, from the official people you're working for, colleagues of yours, how you can derive happiness in those areas. Also, you give happiness, you get happiness, right? So you have to put in a lot of energy towards your, you have to gear up to give energy towards the work also, because, you're just balancing things at the home front, which is not, helping you at the place of work. So your focus is shifting. Maybe you're decorating your house, you're spending a lot of time at home, a lot of money at home front, and you're not able to focus on your work life. So that is getting neglected, but you have to strike a balance now. Otherwise, it will be a problematic phase, which you can you can go ahead with, you're heading to. So you should actually be propitiating your ancestors. Do the tarpana. If you do the tarpana, that is going to help you in all the spheres of life. You should do for your ancestors, propitiate those ancestors of yours or their departed souls, and say that, take away all my miseries, take away all my problems. Or you can change the vocabulary. In fact, you should not use these words. Please give me peace. Please give me satisfaction. Give me the kind of energy that I will grow spiritually and emotionally also. Okay. So you have to ask for it actually. Now, this is a very good time for getting involved in some hobby, involve yourself in doing things for others, get involved with your children. Maybe, you're going to be doing things for them, or children are going to be going for higher learning, higher education. So you're going to be working through those energies as well during this time. Also, there is the possibility that you are going to be shifting out from the place where you live. And this is also going to enhance your creative energies. You're going to be involved in something which is going to enhance the creative you. You feel quite successful in your endeavors, in your investments also, you're going to be flourishing. And this is also going to give you growth in your relationship. The harmony in relationship which is missing is going to be getting better. And on the other hand, any kind of artistic bent of mind, dance, drama, music, showbiz, financial speculation, all that you are going to be inclined to doing, and you will be getting the success, all the kind of success that you're looking at, you will get it. So not to worry about that. And also, you have to see to it that you are involved with your with the circle that you're involved with is actually is not influencing you negatively, because it's quite likely that some external forces, some wrong advice can be impacting you negatively. So take care of all that energy, all those energies as well. Now I'm giving you a few dates. Make a note of these dates and take care of your health, your financials, your relationships during this time, especially on the 31st of August till the 24th of September. Now, this is the time you have to take care of your investments, take care of your health and your relationship. You might just get carried away in making money with the wrong means. By the wrong means, if you make money, that goes also on health, on ill health. So take care of all those things as well. 13th August to the September 24th. Leo, 24th. 31st. Okay. 13th of August till the September 24th. Now, this is the time when you will neglect your work. You're not going to, either you get very lazy or you're not able to meet the targets. So you have to be very, very careful during this time. Be more alert and don't get carried away in, picking up some arguments, and there's a lot of competition, and you get, too much involved into it. So all those energies, which are giving you negativity, which is surrounding that negative aura in you, So you have to be working through from the 13th of August to the 24th of September. At the place of work, you can procrastinate or miss out on the projects you could have. So just, I think the best would be that, focus on one thing at a time, because you're taken up too many things and you're not able to complete it. So make the bosses and the seniors happy, keep them happy, keep your co-workers by your side, take their help, give, some, maybe, you just try to correspond with each other in such a manner that you are working through on that particular project, which is likely to fail. So maybe they will come to your rescue. So be more, compatible with them. So it will help you. Okay. So this is it, I think, for the Capricorn sign. Okay, I can give you 5th December to the 29th December expenditures on cards. So travels on cards. So make sure that you take care of your expenses and your health also. Okay. Coming to the next sign, that is Aquarius. Very long video this is. Suddenly. Okay. Anyhow, Aquarius. Okay, so for Aquarius natives, this transit of Rahu is over your 3rd house. Okay, first of all. And this is also, forming a connection with Venus, which is a yoga karagraha. So definitely very positive time for you for communication with people. This is also going to be giving you gains from siblings, cousins, neighbors, or maybe, the social circle or your co-workers, the circle you move around in. And your social activity is suddenly going to increase. Your inclination towards people, getting involved with people, or some matters related to education, because it's your 4th lord also. So you might just go in for some extra education, some something enhancing of skills can happen, or you're going to be forming a connectivity with some educational institutions also. Quite likely you will be doing some changes in your house, the place of abode, or you're going to be, changing, forming a connectivity with your family members more, with your mother, or it could be that you are actually learning from your past. This is also the time when you will be learning from your past, and you will be doing things for your family members. This is a very positive time, actually. Make the best use of. And also, the luck is by your side. Remember, when the luck is by your side, you can actually move mountains. Definitely you can. And you will be learning more now. You'll be acquiring more knowledge. You'll be actually focused on how you can enhance and go beyond the cultural differences. You're not confining yourself to, restricting yourself to only yours, whatever is yours. You're thinking about others. You're thinking about cultural growth. You're thinking about your educational growth. So all that is going to happen. If you're not inclined, you should be, learn something new, learn a new language, get involved in some religious activities, religious ceremonies at home front. So this will make you, don't be hypocrite. Don't be hypocrite. You whenever you are propitiating gods, what happens? You should be doing it genuinely, and not having this on the back of the mind that, okay, if I do this, I will get something. So in turn, if you're expecting something, that actually, that very thought diminishes what you're doing. It diminishes the meaning of that. So do not have any agenda behind doing things. Remember, when you're being charitable, if there is an agenda, because we expect, if you have done something for somebody, I will also get something, in return. Maybe, God is looking at me and he's going to shower his favors on me. It's always something unconditionally done pays off. Remember. So, when we give, when we are helping our own people, the people around us, what happens? There is always, an agenda. If you're doing for, suppose, our driver, he's working for us, let's do for him, let's give him something. So it is like, you have that, you have that expectation from him or her. But at the same time, if you're doing for some stranger, you are just giving away something to that person without any, with a clear heart, only out of compassion. Suddenly, somebody comes up and you give something to that person. So what happens? You are just doing unconditionally. So do it. That is something which, is actually the highlight of this transit. And it will improve you as a person. It will actually help you as a person, grow as a person. Okay. So change your perspective towards life and do not just fall prey to the superficial kind of things that you are surrounded by, so don't get trapped. And of course, this is a good time for renovating your place, moving out, travel plans, anything to do with your relationship. You will be getting that bonding now. You'll be understanding each other. At the place of work also, you're going to be getting that name and fame. So all the tasks will be completed. I'm giving you a few dates. Be careful about that. 24th September to the 8th of January. Okay, it's a long transit, long slab I've given you. But this is the time when you have to take care of a couple of things. You have to take care of your health, A. B, you have to take care of your investments. Inheritances might be in your favor, but these areas you have to be extra careful about. Okay, health and your investments. This can lead to also, it can lead to making money through wrong means. Your partner might become quite, adopting wrong practices or wrong means to make money. So that is something you have to be actually taking care of. You have to guide your partner through that. Or maybe, you get involved in a relationship, a secret relationship that can be brought into limelight. Suddenly, a scandal can happen. So you have to be extra careful about these areas during this time. 24th of September to the 8th of January. This is the only time you have to be careful. And 29 December to 22nd January, middle in this slot also, you can make some wrong decisions or travels you should avoid during this time. Okay. Coming to the last sign, or maybe, when I'll make the video, I might say you should travel during this time. It can happen so because, there are so many other transits which will be happening around that time. So just wait and watch what happens till that time. Let's move on to the last sign, that is Pisces. So for Pisces natives, this transit of Rahu is happening over your second house. See, when it's the second house transit, so definitely it is about financials. We become very materialistic, isn't it? It's about lust. Lust of what? Lust of food, lust of desires, lust of attaining the power. And Rahu in the second house gives you lust of the tongue. You will speak something which can actually hurt others. You will adopt malpractices to make money. So you can become a compulsive liar also this time. So make sure that you take care of all these zones and things will get definitely better. And also, you will be having a lot of opportunities to make money. You will get benefits from legacy, gifts, hereditary, all this heredity. And you will spend on items which you really don't need with Rahu in the second house and being the ruler of the third, being, in the nakshatra of the 8th and the third ruler. So this will give you more inclination towards artistic bent of mind. Now you'll be spending on things which actually bring pleasure to you. How you can, deal with people, how you can be more artistically inclined, how you can how you can extract the benefits from your siblings, neighbors, because your second from the second house is the second house. So this will bring about the selfish motive behind your jobs that you want to get done. So you have to keep a check on these. Because, when you become selfish, then definitely, there are things waiting for you, negatives waiting for you. So you have to be keeping constant check. If you have any agenda behind doing anything, okay, let me check with my brother, suppose, oh, let me take his help. So it's not that you're taking help and you're forgetting it the next day or the next minute. No, when you have taken that help, you have to have that gratitude from inside, and you should never forget it. That's something which you have to actually treasure. If somebody is extending you unconditional help, you should treasure it. So that's something that will help you from this transit. Your communication gap will actually get filled. That bridge is going to now happen if at all you take this as a positive time, if you make it your positive time. All right. Also, Ketu is in the 8th house, not to forget, and Venus is the ruler of the 8th house, and Bharani Nakshatra ruler is Venus. So there is a possibility that you get extraordinary business opportunities during this time. And you will be interacting with people socially. You can become very sexually charged up during this time. I will give you the dates also. And you may meet somebody from your past, or the ex-partner might come into your life. So you have to be very cautious. You have to be on alert. And this is not a good scene. It is not going to be a good thing which is happening. You can get involved in some occult sciences, or maybe, some business which is related to medicine. You can get involved, or you should actually be, maybe, you can donate some medicines to the hospital. If you can do that, that's a very good remedy for you. But your relationship is going to get intense. It's going to get intense physically. Maybe, you will be having inclination towards physical desires more during this time. But yes, this will bring about innermost transition in you. Also, how you can deal with people, how you can become better in relationship with others. That is also very, very important. And how you treat others. It's not about only the physical aspect. There's something beyond that. Physical is important, undoubtedly, but your emotions, what is the feeling behind it, that is something very important. It should not be just a superficial kind of a physical relationship. You should get involved deeply emotionally with that person, okay? Or you can get involved in some scandal also, because of Ketu energy over there. So suddenly, you can suddenly you will have some sexual encounters, and then it will be a scandal later. So all that you have to keep a check on. Otherwise, it's definitely a transit which to look for, because the second house is the house when you're actually under scanner. You're going to be getting involved in, you will be getting those offers and those opportunities now. It's actually the time to test you. How you can, pass in this test is up to you, because Rahu in the second house will take you away from the right path. It will give you a lot of lust towards relationship, towards food, and towards financials also. So take care of that. I will be giving you the dates. Make a note, especially 18th of October to 11th of November this year. You have to take care of your health, of your relationships, scandals, inheritances. All these zones can bring problems. And also, 13th of August to the September 24th, this is also one slab that is going to give you similar kind of results. So take care of your health, especially your health. Your relationship should not be superfluous. Get involved in deeply and grow spiritually. Get connected with the partner spiritually. It can also give you your partner health issues. If you're in a relationship, this might bring about a discord also during the time that I have given you. So make sure that you take care of your relationships during this time. Okay. So that's it, I think, for all the 12 ascendants or the moon signs. So, or the Dasha Lord, as I said in the beginning. So just go back and hear the summary part. I request you, please do hear the summary part, because summary part includes all the information. So that will help you. Okay. Stay blessed, everyone. Have a great Rahu transit through Bharani Nakshatra. Om Tat Sat.